Како што веќе кажавме, на филмскиот фестивал Браќа Манaki имаме посебни гости, големи имиња токму од светот на филмската уметност. Со мене имам соговорник кој што ни доаѓа од Соединетите Американски држави. Посебно име од филмската уметност затоа што работел на бројни многу познати филмски проекти кои што верувам, драги наши гледачи, љубители на филмската уметност веќе добро познавате. Тука можам слободно да ги споменам Дракула, потоа Маската на Зоро, потоа тука ја имаме и серијата Акапулко хит и многу други филмски проекти. Големо задоволството кога токму во нашата емисија ексклузивно имаме интервју токму со нашите големи имиња од светот на филмот. Michael Hofstein. First of all, welcome in Bitola, welcome on the film festival Manaki Brothers. How do you feel here?
Oh, thank you for that wonderful welcome. The weather is beautiful, the city is beautiful, and we're absolutely enjoying ourselves while we're here in the city of Bitola.
Great, thank you very much for the nice words. What do you think about this kind of festivals who are rare in this world and especially in honor of the cinematographers?
Well, first, in honor of cinematographers, I love this film festival because so few film festivals really celebrate cinematography. I mean, yes, there's Camera Image, but this is truly a very unique film festival to enjoy as a cinematographer. The screening was marvelous. We had a screening a few moments ago.
Yes.
It was marvelous. The picture looked great. The sound was excellent. And I know I'm filled with superlatives, but it's true. You know, you have the most modern projection here, which I really so appreciate to see it in that manner.
We mentioned the movie what we saw before some moments ago, and it was also the great pleasure that the Oscar winner Roger Deakins was there, and he said very nice words about the movie. You're one of the producers of the movie, so how is the feeling now of the special screening before all the festivals where the movie is going to go?
As a special screening, it was really perfect. What more can I say? I mean, there were probably 8 or 9 cinematographers, maybe more, watching the movie. There were unique film people who attended the movie. The whole administration for the film festival was there, and everybody so appreciated this very heartfelt, socially relevant movie that we made, and that Sarah.
So emotional.
It is emotional, and that Michael Hofstein directed. Of course, we have the same last name, but you know, and that's something I would like to talk about just for a moment. Yes, even though I'm the co-writer, producer, and cinematographer, she is the director, and she did an incredible job. I would ask her, as a cinematographer, okay, what do you want? And she would tell me what she wanted, and I would do what she wanted.
Exactly, she's the director.
Yes, she's the director. And then later, as the producer, I might say, I have to step away from the camera, and then I come over and say, you have to speed up here. And then I'd come back, and then I would come back as the director of photography, and she would say, okay, we're going to cut this shot, we're going to do this shot next, and I'd say, okay.
In the beginning of this interview, I mentioned that you were working on great projects that are known, of course, on our public, and of course of the people who love the movie art. I mentioned the serial Acapulco hit, then the movies Dracula, The Mask of Zorro, and actually there are many, many more. How that love for the photography and the movie started?
Oh, that's a very good question. It started when I was probably a young boy, but I didn't really know anything about cinematography. I didn't know about filmmaking, but I would go to movies all the time. And when I was a little boy, the only place you could see movies was basically in a movie theater. So every Saturday morning, my mother would bring me to the movie theater, and I would sit and watch movies, and then she'd pick me up in the afternoon. And then later we got a television, and I could see movies in black and white on the television. And then I absolutely remember we got a colored television when I was in high school. And instead of going out on dates, I would watch movies on the weekends at night.
Great advice, people.
I would watch these movies in color at night and had a great time. And so that was sort of my early education into learning to love movies.
This year, the edition of the festival is about supporting also the young people who are in movie industry. Like one of them is, of course, Sarah. What would be your advice for the young people who are entering in that movie world?
An excellent question. Well, as I went through my career, my entire adult career has been as a filmmaker, either as a director of photography, a writer or a producer, and a director. And so I learned to work very, very hard, and that's the basic that I would say to young people who want to become filmmakers. It doesn't matter what the job is, but first of all is to work hard. The next thing is to not think of yourself, but think of the final quality of the movie, what that goal is. And it's not about me, it's not about you, it's about making this art. Yes. And the art is a movie and telling a story that people will understand and appreciate and love, just as we did in Refuge. As you said, it was a very emotional movie.
Yes, still.
Yes, and that's the importance of making movies for me. And as you said, I've worked on many big budget movies.
Yeah. I mentioned only some projects.
Oh, okay.
There are many more.
And so in working on big budget movies, you don't necessarily, sometimes there's the emotion, but often it's not the emotion that I like to strike in our smaller movies. And when I say small, I don't mean a short film. I mean one that's not this huge budget that you go to see in the theaters. You know, it's a smaller budget, but you tell a human story, and the human story is what I've learned to appreciate now at this point in my life, and I love telling those stories.
Great advices and great messages for our TV public. Michael, thank you for being the guest of Manaki Brother Film Festival. I hope so that also the next years you will also come on jubilary maybe edition, or maybe the next editions of this great festival in honor, first of all, of the movie magic.
Thank you. We'd love to come back and see more movies and present more movies here at the film festival.
Great, thank you very much.